Hello, my name is Riley James. Welcome to Finishing Touch, a podcast via the State Soccer Network where we give advice to the next generation of American talent. Today's show is sponsored by Steezy. From comfort to function, Steezy thought of it all with their brand new React No-Show and Adapt Essential Crew. Steezy, the athletic sock for you. Keep moving forward. Today on the show, we have Memo Rodriguez of the Houston Dynamo Academy product that went on to be probably one of the best homegrown players in the history of the Houston Dynamo. Thank you for joining the show, Memo Rodriguez. What's on, man?
Yeah, hey, Riley, how's it going? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. I kind of want to jump right into it. So you signed up with the Dynamo when you were 15. Going through the academy process, can you talk about being recruited and the whole process of getting set up with the academy and playing soccer there?
Yeah, as many of you know my story, I at the Houston Soccer Club, football club, before I joined the academy. So it was almost that time with our club team that the club was not going to be as important as academy. Academy was going to be like the next big thing. So everybody from the team, there were good players, but we all had to pick where we were going to go. It was either Dynamo Academy, the Rush, and then the Houston Texans were the three options for academy. And, you know, a lot of us made the decision to go to the Dynamo Academy. And it's funny that one of my best friends from the team that I still talk to today and is my best friend went to the Rush, Texas Rush, and they wanted to pull me over there. And my mom didn't let me, obviously. As kids, we think we know everything. My mom knows soccer, but at the time, she made this hard decision saying, hey, you're going to go with the Dynamo Academy. They have a professional team, so if you want to become pro one day, then this is the way that you should go. And thankfully, she made that decision for me. I cried for probably a week, that I wanted to be with my best friend, and play with them still, because we've been playing at the Houston Soccer Club for 7 years, I believe, and then from there, we went to a camp that was, I want to say, 500 players that were trying to make the Dynamo Academy, and that was just so you can get practice with them. So you still had to do tryout for a tryout. So they only picked 10 kids, and I was luckily the 10th person to get picked from the group of kids that were there trying out, and that didn't secure anything for the Dynamo Academy. So you still had to try out. I don't know how long it was, but you still had to try out with the Dynamo Academy and train with them for a few weeks and see if you made it there.
I want to give you a second to talk about your mom. Obviously, the story as it's been told is that she drove you an hour each way to go to these training sessions. Can you talk about how important it is to have something or someone in your life that is so supportive of what you do?
Yeah, I think it's super important, and especially for me, I'm lucky to have my mom, and I think, I'm grateful for her every single day that, that I made it here because of her and her hard work. Because I have three younger brothers that were left behind with my grandma at home, trying to pursue my dream, and for her to do that, it's hard for a mom as well to leave your children behind and really not give them that attention as much. Obviously, now my brothers understand why she did that for me, and as I grew older, I get more grateful and just for everything she's done for me, because even till today, she's my biggest support system, along with my fiance and my son. They're the biggest blessings that I had in my career, and they support me since day one.
That's awesome. Congratulations on the child, by the way. I saw that in the off season and so many things going on. We couldn't be there with you guys to be in the locker room, but congratulations, man.
Thank you.
You talked about going through the process and being amongst those 10 players picked. Obviously, it takes a lot of talent to play professional soccer, and you have that, as we've seen with your appearances with the Dynamo. But are there any routines or tricks to kind of gain an edge? Because everyone there is really talented, but what did you do to gain that kind of edge?
Yeah, I mean, I worked a lot in the off seasons. The hardest I could work, doing things on my own where nobody's watching. My best friend's dad is a big mentor, Dennis Lewis. He's a big mentor of mine who always pushes me to this day. And I go out there almost every day in the off season sometimes, just to perfect my craft. You can never have much technique. You can always get that technique better, repetition. And I think that's important for everybody to know that if you think you're good at something, you can always get better with repetition. And, I continue to do that every single off season, every little chance during the season that I can work on my own, just to stay intact and keep the repetition and the technique going, and just try to learn a little different stuff about myself off the field, that I can probably try in a game, just to see how that works and see if it really does work in a game, just to see if I can get better at something every day.
So for some young attackers out there who are trying to play the same position as you, or even maybe attacking midfielders or number nines, what are some things that you did to better yourself going forward and trying to score goals?
Yeah, I think especially in the midfield, I think it's important, as you grow older, even to this day, I think a lot of coaches tell young kids to check their shoulder before they get the ball. And it just becomes a habit whenever you get to the next level. And I think if, they learn that quickly in the academy level, then it's gonna become a habit. It's gonna become second nature. And when you get to the first team, if you get that chance, then you might separate yourself from your academy teammates to get looked at, to get the potential contract that you want so bad, and you dream about playing for your hometown team.
You've met other academy products that have gone through the homegrown program. You're obviously teammates with some MLS Super Draft picks. I know you're teammates with people who have been kind of purchased and brought here from other countries and from other leagues. Can you talk about the value of the homegrown process and going through an academy?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I think that's why my mom, she didn't clearly know, I guess, like the big picture of soccer, and she made the right decision for me. Just knowing that there's a professional atmosphere with the Dynamo Academy that no other team in Houston had. Um, it's a blessing because I'm in this position now, be able to play with the academy and just grow up as a young kid to become a professional soccer player for your hometown team. It's something special for me, and I hope it continues to be special for the kids, that they have that opportunity to be in that professional environment, because I think especially now more academy kids are coming to training, coming to preseason. They're getting to play with us during the week when we play 11v11, so they get that exposure and know what level it takes for them, or how hard they're going to have to work to get to that level.
How have you seen it change in the last couple of years with the level of exposure, since soccer is becoming more and more of a priority in this country, compared to when you were trying to get noticed to, say, kids in 2021? How have you seen that change from your perspective?
Yeah, I think a lot. I think the academy program has grown a lot. Like I said, during the week, they come out and play 11v11 with us, just so we can get game fitness, to get our game sharpness, and also they get to experience experience the professional environment that they want to be a part of. See, wow, like it's really going to take a lot for me to get there. And obviously, when I was with the academy, I'll get a few days here and there. And when the academy season was over, then I would transition with the first team. But it was nothing like that. I would play 11v11 with my teammates, with the U18s against the first team. You would only get those games during their preseason. But now you see them every week in our locker room. So you see one or two guys get that exposure every single week, every single day, have that life of the professional environment. I think it's going to be great for them in the future.
Two more things when we get you out of here. Thank you again so much for the time.
Yeah, no problem.
The first goal you scored, I was in the building for, was against Zlatan's LA Galaxy on May 5th, 2018. When you imagine your first goal, training, going through that process, and trying to get to the level that you're at, you scored a 90th minute winner against probably the most notable team in American soccer. So when you went through that moment as a kid in your mind, and then it actually happened, I know it's been about 3 years. What was that moment like overall for you? And did you think about anything in the moment from the process of getting to be a professional athlete?
Yeah, I mean, it was a real special moment. I've said it in the past. I think, I don't know, in an interview, that a lot of my friends, a lot of my family were asking for tickets for that game. It was almost like if they knew something was going to happen. We got the game winner 3-2 against the LA Galaxy, and it was a special moment for the team, for me. Obviously, with the family and friends in the stands, just being able to celebrate that goal especially the fans. They bring the energy every single game, no matter the good and the bad. And I think it was a special moment for the whole organization just to get that win over them.
That was a raucous crowd, sold out crowd that night.
Yeah,
That was awesome. One last thing, advice for the younger generation, for just general advice to any kid trying to make it from even the next level of high school soccer to college soccer. What would you say to a kid right on the border that's struggling to make that breakthrough? What advice would you give him?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, patience is a key. I mean, I think everybody who knows my story, I didn't get to play my first 2 to 2.5 years in the league. You have to go through struggles and overcome those obstacles just to get to the point that you want to get to. I'm a firm believer of hard work really pays off. So even when nobody's watching, like I said before, like those are the important moments that you have to say, oh, I'm going to go for an hour and work out, or go an hour to get running and get my technique right. Just be better than your teammates. Always you want to be better than your teammates in the academy, because you want that opportunity. Everybody wants that opportunity. So if they see you do that, then obviously they're going to want to do the same thing, and they're going to make you better. So I would just say always focus on what you think is best for you. Keep on hard work is always going to pay off. And, obviously for the high schoolers, you still have to pay attention to school. That's important as well. But just, try to perfect your craft, try to become the best you can every single day. Try to learn something new every single day, and, have that positive mindset that you're going to be able to get to where you want to.
Memo, I think the experience you bring to the show is very valuable. That was great insight. I thank you so much for making time, man. Memo Rodriguez of the Houston Dynamo. Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
Hi, thank you so much for watching this show. We all really appreciate it here at the State Soccer Network. You can check out more information on our website, statesoccer.network.com, to sign up your local high school soccer team for events and contests to win prizes, as well as check out local streamed games in your area. You can check out our socials as well at State Soccer Network on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Thanks so much for watching the show. And as always, keep supporting local soccer.